what is illuminate? Or what does illuminate mean? Illuminates to me, so I thought was to shine light on dark places, to make it known, things that's not unknown. Don't quote me on it, that's my definition, but every word has a few definitions, at least 4, 3, that means different things. And the definition that we didn't grow up on is actually the ones that's, you know, it's being used, well, with me at least. Now, I was trying to look for scripture to back up whatever I had just stated on the previous video, and I came across a few. The first one was John 1:9. The second one was something 5:7. That's my son and my daughter, Jordan and Courtney, my two middle kids. I think another one was 3:6. Who's that? What is y'all doing? Who is that? 3/6. That's March 6th. We could say June 3rd. I don't know. No one with those the birthdays. So yes, I do. I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but it's just so much going on. I know someone told me that they were 36 years old, which is key. What is the coincidence? And I be thinking this phone is hacked a lot, and being guided. But for some strange reason, I think this is from God. Yes, that's what it gotta be, because I think he even had one on there for me, if I'm not mistaken. Why would I think that's pertaining to me? I'm not sure. Something. I don't know, but he speaks about he's the light in the world. He's the light. He's here. That's why I said on my The Hood Angel page, capital THE, capital HOOD, capital ANGEL. The Hood Angel. That's my first channel. I just be switching, just trying to get out what I have out, because there's so much knowledge and wisdom that I have to share from experience, and from God actually, entrusting me with that type of knowledge, and it's to be shared in a way where it won't offend anyone, convict anyone, hurt anyone, or even like start wars or things of that nature. So I try my best to clean up my vocabulary. It's really hard with all the distractions and evilness around me, and witchcraft, and just evil things that's not of the Lord. It affects me heavily. So it affects the things that I say. We're in an era where everyone wants to read minds, or control people, control yourself. Think about that seriously, because God clearly keeps stating to all his prophets and messengers, or anyone he feel he want to give a word to your child. He said in the last days he will speak to the older men and our young boys, I believe. Yes. So our older men of this era, or this year, this something, my nerves getting bad. They're at stake here. They're in trouble. We need to pray for our fathers. Okay, I'm 43 now, so okay, guys I dated and stuff like that. Guys I went to school with. I guess that's who I'm talking about, because they're grandfathers these days. So those people are at stake, who can hear from God, and the youngsters. I'm gonna find a scripture Somebody need another phone because this is crunch time. It's very important. People's lives are in danger. And hopefully just that little bit will help someone. You know, if you thought it, you felt it, that's what it is, you know. But I'm going to tell y'all something. It's not time to go to the police. And God is doing something different in the world. And he made it to where we can't run to 911 like I just did. You know, my nerves get bad. And that's all we know, call 911. God want us to call on him. Seriously. He's ready to give some more people, give them a gift, you know, powerful gifts that can actually do things that people are doing in a wicked way where people are losing their lives. You know, they have something called a graveyard ritual is a lot. I've been through it, and you know I don't want to get into that right now, but witchcraft and things like that is real. Spell work is real. It works. Okay, it works if you're unaware. Just out here living your best life, you know, not praising God, you know, not judging anyone because I ain't 43 and I just been, you know, learning God the last few years. You know, thankfully, you know, I was introduced to him, you know, on a funny style. Like he called me. When he's ready, he will call. Or maybe he's calling a lot of y'all not responding. Y'all not hearing him because y'all so busy trying to shun the person that has the message. You know, that message is for you, not that person. That person is fine and covered, you know, and is actually a volunteer here on earth to help the earth, or because it's that important and it's that bad. That's how bad of shape we're in. Those people that you think are nice or stupid, gullible, all that, that's God's people that he sent personally. Okay? So be mindful of how you treat people, how you speak about people, and what you let go on. You know, when it comes down to someone getting messed over, because if I see someone do something and I do nothing, say nothing, do nothing to try to, you know, fix that situation or shed light on it, illuminate it, or bring it to someone's attention who can illuminate it, I may as well commit the crime as well. That's just like a robbery. If me and my friend go and rob a bank and someone gets shot, I seen this when I used to watch them shows. That person everyone's going to jail for murder. And I think a higher murder than regular murder. But news flash, everyone, I'm going to say it again for those that missed it, is we can't run to anyone these days. That's how dangerous it is. Nothing is what it seems. Shout out to my big bro, Butch, Burnett Darby. I think that's his name, but that's your bro. Girl, look, my nerves bad, okay? It's dangerous. And I've been holding this information for quite some time now because, you know, I've been trying to just thinking I could go around helping people, spreading love. Baby, they eat good people alive out here. So that's doing it my way. You know, you listen for God and see how he tells you to execute what he have you on earth doing. We all have an assignment and it must be completed. That's maybe why the world is in such a something, you know, evil, just in this small mind think they can rule the world. People actually have those type of dreams, you know. Yes, crazy. And now I'm starting to think that was put in their head. That's a revelation. It just dropped on me. But yes, God said he want y'all to ask for him. Now he made it. Ooh, this is C, baby. Y'all better go check 3 videos down when I say the police. That's my favorite line of police. The police this, the police that, and the third. Baby, I've been wanting to make a video strictly for the police. So I might just put all that in that one video. Okay? Kill two birds with one stone. You know? Just don't. Well, it's just out of my hands, so I don't know why I'm all hysterical when I feel like something is going wrong with my baby, because at the end of the day, Nicole, you know what it is. Like when they came, took my car in Atlanta. I called my sister. I said, girl, somebody stole my car. It's not out there. So was you lying to yourself or your sister? What were you doing, Nicole? Well, actually, girl, I was hoping and praying. That's what it was. The hell? But in the back of my mind, I knew. That's one thing I love about my sister. You know, I probably didn't really care for it back then. You know, how brutally honest she was. But that's the type of people you need in your corner. That's the type of people you need around you. Don't feel played or always think someone is hating. You know, I've been using that word a lot lately. Yes, go crazy, okay? Yes, I've been using that word a lot lately. Just instead of feeling like someone is attacking you, like I always do, you know, always. That's the unhealed version of me. You know, I'm going to say this. It's hard to hear the truth. We all run from the truth. That hit my head. One of those scriptures said the truth was set. I'm not ready. The truth will set you free, Nikki. Not me on camera. Y'all is crazy. Oh, y'all crazy for real. Hold up, y'all, because this is a prophetic headache. Speak on it, Nikki. Okay, so I used to get these a lot with Jory. When she was around 3. Oh, so y'all tried to wipe out a whole bloodline really quickly, really undetected. Huh? That's why that little Nate was going crazy. I wish I could have showed y'all, you know. I mean, it was really wobbly. That's right, baby. It's crunch time. Okay, we gonna look. It's coming back. Come in front of the camera, then, ugly. We're going to learn what's already going on in the world. Yes, we are. Look at that page. I can't get this page out of my head for nothing in this world. Yellow boy, what's popping? Tap in. Okay? Or anything pertaining to Joseph. I'm about to say Joseph Michael Lewis. Joseph was Joseph Allen Lewis Jr. You know, all this is crazy. I just spoke on it, you know, because some kind of way I'm tied to all the people from my page, guys and stuff. How they go? Y'all doing anything. Y'all doing anything, and it shows. It's showing. That's just tacky, irresponsible, immortal, whatever that means. So that was the spirit. All right, y'all heard it. Why am I acting like that lady from Detroit? I said the other day, I'm going to call y'all bake. And I stop. Somebody said that it scared the heck out of me, because what does that mean? Now that I'm thinking about it, I keep talking like this lady. Maybe because I used to binge, watch her shows. I don't know. She must have been funny, obviously. You know, I don't know what I liked about you know, I guess because she was herself. You know, she did her own thing herself. Because maybe I had something to comment about, you know, but as I was binge watching it, so I'm not sure what it is. Oh, is that whatever your kids binge watching, take it off the TV, unplug the TV, keep it unplugged, go outside in the grass and out on the concrete, in the mud, anything. Turn the TVs off. Take them cellular devices from your kids. They're very dangerous. Okay, it's not good. It's not healthy. It's it's programming your child. Okay, that's why you hear so many child murderers these days. So why? Why is that? It's hitting messages right in plain sight. Like God has his chosen ones in plain sight. You know, um, they're doing their dirt in plain sight. The wicked people, yes, they are. Like what's going on with me, that's how I feel, you know. But I'm not 100% sure. But if that's the subject we're on, that's what it gotta be. People are just hiding their wicked in plain sight. With my 10-year-old daughter, they're just passing her around like she's a motherfucking, oh, y'all trying to be funny? It's up with me. Passing her around like she's in, like you collect. That's what it's about. Me loving God. I love my Father in heaven, the one and only Creator. Maker. My daughter told me that. Stop saying it. She was trying to save us. I could guarantee it because my baby is smart as hell. Stop saying that. That wasn't her. Because when I had my kids in my empty house when they were putting me out, we learned about the Lord together. And stayed together, was happy together. We made the best of the little that we had. It's past important to implement the word in your children's upbringing, and it has to start at the beginning. We were programmed to go register our child for pre-kindergarten in the 4th grade. Let's scratch that right now. Okay, upcoming parents. That's why I wanted to get into daycare and all that there. I never wanted a daycare, but it's very important for these kids to have someone that actually cares about them, cares about their feelings, cares about, teaching them whatever they need to be taught at that tender young age. But these people that's planning to destroy them, they have to go. This is a state of emergency. Seriously. I'm not taking the news for nothing. I don't even trust those people. But anything to get this story out is important. They can call me crazy all they want. Okay? Call it what you want. I tried. I don't sit around and just don't want to do anything. I don't be knowing what to do with all this information. I'm not sure. And maybe it comes out wrong. But there's no excuse for the evil and wickedness these people is doing. Okay? God sit high, but he looks low. Okay? Yes, he do. Yep. He sits high and look low. Everything that's done in the dark eventually comes to the light. It could take 30, 40, 50 years. It's coming out. It's coming out. Whether you're dead, older people, it's coming out. And regardless of when it come out, it's gonna destroy you. It's gonna damage you. Don't think because you're dead, it just goes away. You don't have to answer for it. But shame will be brought to you. God knows how to do that. Oh, see, thank you, Father. So, about us taking matters into our own hand, revenge, we don't have that to do. We're adding debt to our name. Like, basically, how you in debt with money? Well, with God, it's a price to pay for everything that you do. Meaning, it's consequences. Like, we chastise our kids, our dog, wherever. You don't think we get chastised? Just give it some thought. Nobody not sitting up here making up no lies. And it's not a fairy tale. It's everything on TV has been done or can be done. Let's start there. Okay, so it's just not important to I mean, it's not healthy for your kids to watch television. Point blank, period. I've been on it, and a good friend of mine, he brought that to my attention as well. You know, God will send like-minded people your way to confirm your thoughts are valid, and it's the right path that you're supposed to be on. Okay, but taking matters into your own hand does nothing for you. Okay, you're punishing yourself. Don't do it. You may as well get the gun and hit yourself in the head. Seriously, you may as well do that before you call yourself getting revenge on who killed your mother, who killed your brother, who killed your baby. You know, people people make mistakes every single day. Just imagine it. Just think about that one mistake that you don't want anyone to know about. And then for me, for years, it was giving up my child for adoption. That was so. Oh, that's one of those scriptures that I said when I was looking for them, like four of them popped up. Very important ones, because the numbers to those is key to me. My son that I haven't talked 7 months is I don't know why I put 19 with him. You know what? 19, girl. Why did you put 19 with Jordan? Jordan is 24. 20, 21, 22. Alexa. Oh, what's her name with the iPhone? What are you saying? What are you saying, Chinese people? Oh no, I just I'm not calling these people. Oh, I don't even know they're supposed to be called Chinese. But God is my witness. Where's my baby? I know, because he was working at a Chinese restaurant in Atlanta. Okay. Of course, something I wouldn't have approved of had I been in his life and not lured away. You know? I feel like we're going to be here for hours and hours and hours. He dated a Chinese girl or something. Jordan. Please stop separating these kids from their parents, America. I feel like Bernie Mac, seriously, y'all have to stop doing that. Y'all is going to be in trouble. It's all cool and dandy now. You're a gang, this, that, and the third, big, bad, tuned up, all that good stuff. No, terrorists, whatever. I didn't even mean to say terrorists, so that was God wanted that to come out. I meant to say terrorizing, but it's the same difference. Terrorists from other places or terrorists right here in your city. NOLA, New Orleans. Well, guess what? Watch when you get terrorized. It ain't gonna be nothing nice. Matter of fact, know how y'all know is God and it's synchronicities. I just was about to make me another Facebook page just to get on there for a reason. And I was just stuck at not. I don't know what that means. I was stuck at not. And I just got, I never go blank. I ain't know what to put. Like, what? Why that came out? So, not what? What is Johan's dad, my 4-year-old son, trying to tell me? I don't know what that means. I have to go back and listen to this, because I be speaking and I really be having to look like, girl, that's you. I don't say nothing if I'm watching it with someone, but I really be amused or whatever, abused, something. Someone not being abused, who they? I'm not sure. Y'all heard who they? That's not my business. All I can do is, deliver the message. Everyone, anyone, for whatever it's worth. Hopefully this helps someone. and, you know, put me, myself, and my name in a better light on how I speak and what I speak on. 9 times out of 10, I am not speaking from within my heart, me. Ooh, revelation, whatever that means. I have to go back and listen to this video and stuff, you know, just talking. Because let it flow. All right, now you show with the tone that breaks thing. She love her some tone that breaks the baby. Oh, I love you some tone that breaks it. We are mad about it. Not friend. Period. Come on, we'll have a messy post soon, you know, just because I can, you know. Someone asked me why I do something. And that was what I said, because I can. Oh, God is confirming me, baby. Whoo. Ooh. Stop playing. Stop acting crazy. And I'm going to study this video, and I'm going to write down every sign I saw and why I feel like it was God and why you feel like it wasn't. All right? Specific. I hear you, young boy. You know what you're saying in that song. I don't want to say no name and be specific way. Go ahead and hear that intro. It's all this go hand in hand, baby. God is great. It ain't corny to talk about him and to love him. He will help you in your lowest point, lowest hour, darkest hour. Call him if you think I'm playing. Anyone that gets jammed up, you don't have no other left, right way to turn. Call on him real fast and real quick in your head, mentally. You know, so nobody don't hear y'all too and watch them come through. Okay? And anyone that's get jammed up and you do what I said do and he don't come through, please holler at me. Talk to me about this, please. It's so important. Because I'm learning him as well. But I know he's real. But it's like if he's been calling on you time after time, and you ignored him, you know, on purpose or not on purpose, it doesn't matter. It's still a strike against you. Let that sink in. Excuse me. So, with that being said, you have to listen. You have to make time for yourself every morning before you even get out your bed. When you're waking up and your eyes about to open, you lay there first. You know, it's hard to do. I tried it many times and I never succeed. You know, on the long run with it doesn't matter. As long as you still get it in. That's why, you know, pages like this, people like me are important to remind people. Because the world will have you so mad with everybody. Oh, this world is so wicked. Oh, me. Thank you, son. I love you so much, Trey. So, my baby. I was so excited when I was talking about him a couple of hours ago. You know, that made my entire day, son. See? Somebody happy. Yes, I am. When I said my son healing, what? That might about the fake healing. I know him. He's crazy. Like his mother. Like they call us. You know, good. Crazy is great. You're showing emotion. You're alive. You know what I'm saying? That's good. Because when you don't show emotion, obviously you're walking dead. Stop playing. So stop calling people crazy because they're expressing themselves. You know that's mean. It's very mean. You know, I did that to Tyrese. I did that. I'm not sure if I did it to Tyrese. I'm sure I did. You know, he used to get on my nerves with all that whining. Like, on everybody's nerves, you know. So, that's something that I just didn't like. It was a pet peeve of mine, you know, because I'm not sure if the people was screaming for attention, but that's being judgmental, you know. It's being judgmental. Or if they look ugly when they cry, you know. I know my family have a habit of, you know, speaking on those type of things, and it's not cool. It's not cool at all, because guess what? God will humble you real fast and real quick and make that happen to you or something very close to you that it affects you just as it's affecting them, you know. Yes, he would. He do me that all the time. Every day, y'all see. If you pay attention, you know, it's for whoever he's, you know, working with. It's not for everyone. No one is right and no one is wrong. You can't judge one because I'm going to use me and Jordan for example. I wanted to pull my baby out of school. Who are you to judge and say she's going to be dumb? Just all kind of things. That's just to attack me. That, my baby always came and told me what people said. And I already know instead of, why y'all going to touch y'all? That's why I always protected her. Everybody must say she's so evil. She's so... that's why it's great to know God, because he will separate the wheat from the tar. Whatever he's talking about in that, I don't know what that is. Of course I know what it is. It's the good from the bad, but that's the way they spoke in Jesus's birth, them days, that era. The manger. Yes, Jesus had to be hidden, if I'm not mistaken, because his birth, they always did have people that are prophets, people that I got to speak on this so Lord, it's gonna be all day. I told y'all that was 31:17 actually when I said it. Yeah, but I think I would never ever in this lifetime be able to stick to one subject without overrunning. We was taught that like in the second, third grade about run-on sentence. So, just saying too much in a sentence. See? Oh yes, baby. They were training you already to shut up. Don't speak without being spoken, so keep your finger on your lip. And that type of stuff bothered me when Jory started school. Jory's not my only child. I have 3 adult kids. And they were in school. Because I was still in line. Getting in line. I was still in line with the Matrix, the world. How they call themselves messing up God's perfect design of the world to do what they want to do. The nerve. That's why I keep messing up. Y'all gonna learn today. Or this year. Or this lifetime. Or this era. Can't get the word out, but this something. This generation, y'all gonna learn, baby. Y'all is going to learn. We too woke. All that fake woke conspiracy theorists, call it what you want. But don't call me when you... What, man? What you say, man? Yeah. All that. Long as you get that memo, get that message, okay. You hear it loud and clear, and you see it. Send all your little bugs, birds, cats, dogs, children, all that. Send all your little spy gadgets. Inspector Gadget was all I watched as a kid. What are you saying? I don't want to hear it. Leave it to you that I don't want to hear it. Did Inspector Gadget wear a freaking trench coat? Superpowers. That's why my charm don't work on you, because they're not real, guys. Whoever, you can't hook to your little hook. Captain Hook. Especially people that know that's what they're used to doing. Like myself, I be speaking on it, but I don't like to toot my own horn, and I don't really like speaking on it because I don't want people to think I'm old dead or even like the attention that I was getting from guys. But I know something wasn't correct. Like, my guys don't leave for some reason. I'm not sure. That's a whole nother subject. I need my pen to write these subjects down that need to be spoken on. It's clingy love bombing and all that there. Yeah, ain't it cool? So if you not out the hot seat, baby girl. What yellow? Let's see if he would tell me a message alive. What? What do you say? I'm not saying that, boy. Pick another message, because I'm not sure if it's coming from. It doesn't matter if it's coming from a dark place or a light place. And again, you just talked about that. You know, we're dark, we're light. You know, respect our mind. All right, here we go. Get up, girl. All right, cool. Now what, yellow? Y'all see y'all eat this page? Yes, I've been having this page every time I try to dye my hair. Let me see what color is this, y'all. This supposed to tell the whole story. Ready, all of this is Ray. Who is a Ray that we know? Me not know. You're not real, Nikki. What? What do you mean? Oh, what are you saying? Your mama not real. You make me tell the truth. Even when I don't want, even when. It's not my fault. Okay, come on. Get back. Y'all for recess, girl. Come on. All right, class back in session. Y'all, all right, everybody get settled. We're back. How was y'all lunch or recess, guys? Did y'all have fun? Did y'all be nice? You know, did y'all share? That's amazing. Principal, y'all, I'm practicing. Ooh. I took that, like, that's a message, baby, to Nicole. You know, it could be subliminal. Like, I like my favorite word, something like that, same difference if you're asking me. But yeah, when Boo said badass said, telling Pac, yeah, your mama got a college. Ooh. Bring me my son before I blow that hotel up. And that's all I'm gonna tell you. Okay? Alright? Okay? Cause I'm feeling really attacked right now. Okay? And you know who I'm talking to. There's something not what. Okay? Not what. Cause neither am I. Let's be clear. Let's get one thing straight. I'm my own big dog. Okay? Joseph, I keep on saying Joseph. Like, Joseph, Ellen Lewis, so what are you saying, honey? Speak, baby. Because they've been playing with you for so long. Come on through with me. And I'm going to say whatever. Come to mind. Hold up, y'all. Ta-da! Oh, it's showtime. At the Apollo. Ooh, la la. Yeah. And then when I last time, like, yeah, y'all have been stepping with me, baby. Okay, been long ago. But they ain't hear me though. It's the hair rub for me. My auntie used to do that. My auntie used to do that. What was J Dog talking about, Jordan? Cause you know I be kicking it a lot, and especially lately. But they ain't hear me though. Obviously, baby, we didn't hear you. I'm so sorry, honey. Cause I heard you at the time, but I didn't hear you. But I needed to. I dropped the ball on each and every one of my kids. How could I? I didn't mean to, y'all. I really didn't. No, see, I started saying that speaking on, I don't mind being a grandmother too. Like to say a young girl. I ain't never seen no specific age, but I grew up and that was instilled in me about like it wasn't cool, and I did it. You know, I guess that was God's way of selling someone. He's in control. Is what He says or whatever. That was a word and a message for someone. But yeah, so I grew up with those type of things and still in me. So, I wasn't trying to be rebellious, or maybe I was, obviously. Not long ago started speaking on I don't mind being a grandmother, so a teen mom. Because I know I will be there. Be there, be there. As it should go, as I always wish I had. So I don't know what message God is saying, but that was me. Who is that? What is that, Amara? A twist? What the heck? That was 4111. 511 511. Well. What do we have here? Look at it getting bigger and bigger. They get on my nerves so much. But I try to speak on that Illuminati. Keep playing, and I'm not playing. Move. So sorry, y'all. Y'all know what? Because I had to ask him a while back, please leave me alone. Seriously, I'm not your runner, so to speak. Something like that. And when I left something like that, yeah, because y'all don't understand, it was just bringing me down. And it was just, I don't know what it was on at the time. I can't remember. But I'm sorry, Joseph. You didn't deserve me to just, run out on you like that. I was overwhelmed. I'm sorry. I was just thinking earlier, like your hand, when I don't know what something mean exactly, it weighs on me heavily, especially when, guilt could be creeping in, and you didn't, it could possibly be you. But one day, me and my baby was walking up the stairs. And I'm like, come on, baby, because I hadn't seen him in so long. So, I was super nice, super careful with him. Not being who I am with him. I'm not rough with my baby at all or nothing. I don't believe in letting your baby fight and all that. No, that's ghetto. It's damaging to me, But something I said, and it wasn't even pertaining to what I said. He was off subject. That's how you know it's real. It's a word, Find out what that means. And I just found out on live. He said he would never leave no one behind. I said, come on, baby, or something. I said it was about, coming up the stairs. You okay? You got it, baby? Or something. But he said, yes, I would never leave no one behind. That could possibly be for a lot of us, I'm sure. Because when God gives out a message, a word, He can make it stick to each one of us in a different way, a million times. Yeah. A million. A million. But there we go. I was thinking, I'm not the street. I don't know nothing about that street, that hood. I'm not sure. But what's what's going on? I missed the memo, y'all, so that's great. So I can, clean up my act. So I'm trying to be crying on camera, but that's what it take, America, that's what it's gonna be. No shame in my game over here. Okay, it's a little weird, but guess what? I'm baby. No need to fake it up. I'm tired of being holy. I'm tired of being strong. I'm tired of holding tears and looking stupid and real ugly, trying to fight back them tears, in front of certain people and stuff. We have to start making one another feel safe, okay? Safe to mourn, safe to cry, safe to be themselves, whatever that may be. That's why I think I never want to be a teacher, because, I know I love kids, but I don't try to pretend that I'm just a perfect person. No, I'm not. I get aggravated. Kids are disgusting. So when people say kids are disgusting, that's their opinion. I don't mean they hate kids. It don't mean it. Stop. Y'all again, y'all. It's happening in mine. Stop making the little things out of the big things. I can't even get it right. That used to be my song for years. Stop making the little things, the big things. All I want is you. Is that a proposal? Say, girl, your dreams. Stop playing, girl. Go sit down. You want to sit down. Who told I want to sit down? Come on, think quick, girl. Quickly. Sit down, sit down, sit down. I need some kitchen edge mistake, yo. Come on, I had a pump. Oh, people that told me they just need such and such pumps sexually. That's the one thing. Pumping the gas, who pump your gas and all that there. Was this somebody asking me that, or mind your business? I don't know why I said that. I don't know why I'm so angry about that. Because I don't like corny lines. Corny pickup lines. Oh, girl, did you fall because you been, you fell on my mind? It's just stupid stuff like that. You've been running them through my mind all day. So what is it saying further? Because he's bringing it back up to the surface. So, I mean, someone felt some more. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I'm a little more mindful of the things that I say. I didn't mean to hurt anyone's feelings, and whenever something hurtful or demeaning, mean, racist, whatever I say, they offended someone heavily. Trust me, I didn't mean it. Because I am not the type of person that want to hurt someone's feelings unless, of course, they've hurt me. But just going around hurting people's feelings, I don't like hearing someone say, oh, he ugly or she. That just always bothered me. Always. I don't like people being made fun of. It's not right. It's not cool. Maybe because I've, been in that spot before and I know how I feel. Just imagine, hey, that's a thumb rule for everyone at every age. Treat others how you want to be treated. Or put yourself in someone else's shoes. If you don't understand it, baby, you on the wrong planet. But I'm about to be pacifying everybody. That's just not going to happen. I'm still pacifying in somebody's mouth. I was about to call out a name, but I'm not sure. Ronald? Why am I saying Ronald? So it's not for Nikki. I don't believe. I'm not sure, But he did at one point say, all I worry about is myself. I'm sorry for whatever it's worth. I know it's a little too late, but I think it's never too late, because when you put some positivity into the atmosphere, even though the person that needed it didn't get it, you know, it does something positive, you know, somehow, some way, you know, boomerang. And I'm staring out the window again. I do that a lot lately. Beautiful day, beautiful day. Yes, it is. So yeah, can we all just get along? You know, it doesn't matter to me. You know, I can't state that enough. It is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. You know, and in a sense, I'm tired of fighting. You know, kind of throwing my towel in on the cool, on the silly, trying to, you know. But I don't want to be, you know, remembered as a quitter. I want to see it through. I want to, no matter what. No matter how the outcome, you know, win, lose, or draw, I'm a team player. I am. You know, not necessarily meaning like 4 people on the team. You know, I could be that too, you know, at times. But I think I'd rather work alone on something. You know, people aggravating at times, you know. I don't know. Yeah. But team player, I meant, how I used it just now, what I meant was playing fair. Okay. So I wish something like a Google team player for me. Lil G. Lil G. Little G. Baby, my feet are asleep. Okay, I don't know why. This is like the second or third time I done schooled it as if, you know, I don't have any legs, or, you know, so I know this is key to someone that's handicapped. You know, something was said from someone and it hurt them. Look, I'm not about to keep men in Ohio. See, that's just not gonna happen, you know. Seriously. Who you talking to, girl? The air. Who else? Okay, so let's try to bring this video to a closing. You know, you covered a lot of things. Good job, Nikki. You know, well, thank you, girl. You know, oh, my feet are asleep. What puts your feet to sleep? What puts? Who is your girl? What's her name? Ghetto Red. Booty meat. I don't know where booty meat come from with feet. Meats and feet. I heard someone say this years ago as I was an adolescent on the second floor in the Melford Marion Project. So I'm like, yeah, yes, because I'm up for meats and feet. And I remember like quoting that over the years. Like it was cute. You know, I've been thinking I was grown from a young age, you know. So let's be mindful of what we say in front of our kids, in front of anyone. You know, we just think I'm so vulgar and gutter and ratchet until, you know, we just say it's anything and think it's cute. You know, a prime example, New Orleans bouncer rappers, the females, you know, I can't take that back. And I'm accustomed to that because that's where I'm from and that's what I'm used to. But I've been wanting to speak on it, so this is a great time to speak on it. You know, let's try to stop you know, what I'm trying to say that mean. Stop trying to put others down and pin up against one another. What happened to sisterhoods and brotherhoods, and, you know, shout out brothers. Yeah, I like what y'all doing, you know. from the outside looking in. Let's be clear, because I don't know anything else. Girl, you sound like you do everything. I don't. Finally. What in the Sam hell did you just say, Nikki? Oh my lordy. God forgive me for slang, but it is what it is. You know. And that's what God must have wanted to come out. That's why it came out. I'm about to throw up. What are you saying? What's going on, America? What's going on? Because oh my God, y'all are sick. Y'all are sick mother clutchers. I don't know who I'm speaking with, but I'm thinking of another race, Chinese, something to say, I don't know if it's Chinese brothers or blacks, because we can't just single out those people. And I know what came out, how it came out spiritually, but this also goes hand in hand, because we're not singling anyone out. That's just not what we're doing over here. Because for what? I just know that's not godly, and that's not how it goes, because clean your own backyard, meaning what? What are you talking about, girl? What the fuck are you talking about? Shut the fuck up. And I'm dead ass serious, and me to me. But see, God is so good to me. I hope that's really demonstrated something real and something spiritual. You understand me? Because none of this is fake, scripted, written. None of the above, wrote and recorded. No, I felt it, heard it, said it. I don't know, but we had to change that up so it's slim. All right, and I'm gonna stop advertising my man. And I don't advertise him, but I represent him, a lot. And it could be possibly a problem, because I know it's a lot of people he may have hurt, but baby, that's personal. We being honest here. I didn't take the gun and do whatever Soldier Slim did. I could like him, love him, just like R. Kelly. His personal business is that he's an entertainer. Stop doing people that, because, oh, great. Oh, 57. It was before 54. So that was 57, 53. Oh, we're going to break that down later, baby. Hurry up, nigga. So you got to kill it at 100 and get off this thing. Okay? Because I feel like I'm driving somebody great. I'll go another hour. Please. Please. But, I don't know. I don't know where I was at. Leave me alone, Dave. Fuck. This is crazy. $58.40. $58.40. $40 Oppo. Alright. 85. Alright. 58. Alright. Take it as it resonates. And my sisters, boys, I love her so much. Congratulations, honey. You did your thing, baby. Yes, you did. You took a leap of faith, something that most of us would die before we do. So that's big, real big, Yes, it is. Also, can't forget about you, Trey, baby, Tredo. Can't forget about you either. That's very brave of you, because, I don't know, because I'm not an artist, but, I'm sure artists go through this, like, scared to, let someone hear, because that's how Trey was, or whatever, I believe. hiding his raps and stuff. Jordan was the same way. Let me find out. Charlie took my children. Rap is going down in a major way. Up it now. I'm here to say, okay, let's get one thing straight. If you took my baby stuff, up it. I ain't going. I ain't the police. Ain't no more police. Y'all can stop calling them. Nicole, you as well. Baby, ain't no running. What happened today? I don't need no help. I'm out the mail, but let's see, baby. Put your money where your mouth at. Put your money where your mouth at. What does that mean, guys? What you saying? What the fuck? You know what? I'm losing my cool at this point. Because there's so much going on this video that I don't even be prepared for. Just as well as the look, the lips, the everything. Shh. Don't. 101. 101. Oh, it's going down about the bumps. He said, oh, Zay, baby. Okay, that's key here. 101 for Jeezy. Shout out, Jeezy.
Yeah, shout out to
bitch.
Yeah.
One bitch, no wife. Wait, what? Not one bitch. What he said? I wrote it on the other thing. No bitch, no wife. He ain't got no bitch. He ain't got no wife, Jeannie. I said it. Okay, so that spot is for young Jeezy. He don't have none of that, baby. Okay, y'all done tap up with the blood test. It's long enough. Ooh, keep fakes here. Which of y'all do y'all get it together? I'm not God. I'm not no prosecutor. All that's dead. Nigga told you first. Fuck with the page or whatever. What rapper y'all know curse? Because
he going somewhere?
He in a building. It's his spirit.
Huh?
Little
girl.
I just wanna.
Little girl.
Oh, you like little girls?
You a little girl.
I'm a little girl.
Yeah.
How?
Tell me how. Staying here with me tonight or you going home? Huh? 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 Huh?
101,
You don't want no hamburger, huh?
that's how you learn something.
Huh?
I'm sorry, but
What you eat?
I'm a vegetarian. As of today.
When you became a vegetarian?
Thinking about something prophetic in his words. God had me blastering. Yes. Whew, what a relief. I'm so glad that's off of my chest. Okay. But we can listen to it together. I'm sure you probably was eavesdropping or you're, somehow, some way. I'm not sure. No disrespect, honey.
Who you talking to?
Let me get my lip gloss, cause baby, what?
Who the fuck is your honey?
What?
Who is your honey? Huh?
So you saying who is my honey?
Yeah.
So you mind crying about my boyfriend across the street? Ooh.
So you got jokes, huh?
Oh, I don't got jokes. We have jokes. Let's clear the airway once and for all. Let's see who's really lying here. Because I'm picking up in spirit someone is lying to their significant other, and I know it ain't me. I'm single. Okay? And I don't date married guys with no girlfriends, and none of that. I at one point I didn't even want a man that had a baby mama. Let's be clear.
You gonna find that nigga?
Right here. No baby mama. Oh, one baby. What did Jesus say in his song? It's key here. Because some people don't have kids. Lick me all over. Oh, Lord, what are you saying? Joanne said, what are you saying? What are you saying, Alonzo? What are you saying, boy? This is so key here, y'all, guys. Oh, my goodness. What was he doing? I got to find it out.
I thought you said you was going to do that. I want to help.
Listen.
Yes, you know.
What?
Whatever. I'm listening to it.
All right, so I get to talk about my boyfriend. He's so funny. I've been thinking about him all night. Hey, baby, I love you and I miss you.
Don't make me come and punch you in your fucking head time I do. You're gonna be missing. You better stop fucking playing with me.
You know, yeah. That was in my head the other day because now it's sticking up again. That little whole thing, baby. Oh, alright, bro.
It's
It's,
a hard thing, huh?
I say hard. I'm gonna show it to you in my hair on my video. It was deleted, ironically, but it's gonna come back. Or he'll do something.
You showing love that nigga that fast, huh?
But I'm talking about Ronald.
Fuck around.
Well, go back and listen. I ain't talking about Ronald. I don't fall in love with no one, baby. How is that possible? When everybody's living a lie. You know what I'm saying? So that's love don't live in the world anymore, everyone. Don't fall for it. Don't I told you first, okay? Not last.
Don't fall for it.
And when somebody telling you they love you, and that goes for anyone, they have ears they can hear. It doesn't exist. Oh.
Man. You want to say that last night?
What was I saying last night? Come on.
I love you, John.
So we ain't sex?
You ain't no sex.
Okay, so but don't put that bad law out there. That's what we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm trying to be real. You know how hard it is for me to really speak real in a world full of fakes? You know, that takes bravery because I'm always getting laughed at, looked down upon. You know, it's hard when you have something to say.
We had sex the other night. We had sex the other night. Huh?
But what other night?
Work.
What is it?
She gonna play stupid, huh?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You ain't wet them sheets up? That pussy wasn't dripping. Huh? I had that pussy soaking wet. Huh? Never when you when you love me? Huh? Nah, play stupid. Nah, play stupid if you want to.
So you mean you gonna come mess up my video for your little?
I ain't messing up with you today.
You know what? That's what we're gonna stop doing. I'm glad he brought that up. You know, it's all raw and cut back to that. You know, keep it gutter, keep it whatever. What your boy say? We'll be dancing, pee popping. No shade.
You got nothing to say, huh?
Man, won't you stop?
Mm-hmm. You know I can bust that pussy up right now if I want to.
Look, now you're being disrespectful.
Now you want to talk about being disrespectful? When you call me a fucking punk and dick sucking and all that type of shit? You want to talk about being disrespectful?
What do we have here, guys? We have explicitly light and dark, you know, intertwining. That's great. You know, God is in the midst of everything Nikki does, you know, because he is, you know, and if I ever seem like I'm disrespecting God, please believe I am not. You know, I am demonstrating and my love for him is genuine.
You got a fool.
Now back to you, Dark Night of the Soul.
I'm Dark Night of the Soul, huh?
They came to steal, kill, and destroy, guys. And be mindful. I mean, be careful of those type of guys, you know, that from the surface on the outside, you know, from the outside, he's looking like all day in a bag of chips or all that you've ever wanted, you know, the looks, whatever it is that you have a preference for. Don't get fooled, okay? Don't get tricked out of your spot. Don't cheat on your man. Don't get sidetracked. Don't get bamboozled. No means no. Okay?
You said don't get bamboozled. So I bamboozled you? So is that what you said? Huh? How I bamboozled you?
I wouldn't say that. You know, we both we bamboozle one another. Oh, you know, it wasn't no bamboozle. Let's just say that. You know, we just
what you told me?
Unresponsibly.
Hey, what you told me this morning? I'm your flame twin, huh? So So, how you been bamboozled? Tell me
Where's
how the
my
fuck I been,
Dog, you is so disgusted.
Oh, get on that stuff.
Oh, he cutting up with no knife, guys.
You know what's up.
All right, come on. So, okay, we challenging. Fine. Turn me up then. Yeah.
I know what time it is.
All right, so since we going there, I gotta get my gift back. So with that man say, who you cheating with or who cheating? Let's talk about date.
As you say, if you're single, why you worrying about who I'm cheating with?
Because I don't believe in it. I don't believe that's fake. That's what I had picked up in spirit yesterday. That's why when you said why you mad, because I can be. That's what I told him, straight like that. No excuse, no nothing. Y'all start playing these dudes straight like that, okay?
She's talking, Cameron. Tell her how much you dicked out. Tell them that. Tell them that. Since you want to be real.
I don't think I am. Let's do inventory. What makes you think that? Give me 3 excuses and I'll give you 3 excuses why I feel like I'm not. Let's see. Let's roll. Let the good times roll.
Yeah, you know and I know. Stop.
What I know?
You know and I know. Stop.
What? Okay.
I know about to entertain you with that because you already know.
You say I'm a little girl. I feel like you're a little boy. Let's be clear. So you kind of not on my level. If we're, speaking honestly,
See, you lie to your own fans, huh? Keep on lying to the people.
But I am not lying to anyone. Yes, okay. I told you what it was. I just like you as a friend. So I didn't tell you and him, Ronald was the same way. Like y'all, I'm really cool with y'all. It just seemed like that. That's why it's not working.
I'm not Ronald. I'm George. My name ain't no fucking Ronald. That's what you don't understand.
That's what we not gonna do.
You getting mad for? Now you getting mad?
I'm not getting mad. I'm just saying. Nobody say you was him. It's no comparison.
Get on that and say you don't know. With a straight face.
Love don't live here anymore. In the world, it just don't.
How fake you is?
It just don't.
Well, tell the people that.
Baby, I love to play stupid. When couples try to come at me like they're 2-for-1 niggas around here. Okay, yeah, let's talk about it. Let's tell the world how Nikki turned her game all the way on to be an informant. Okay, not literal informant. Okay, I don't know any cops, guys. Oh, girl. That's out in the open. Alright, I don't inform to anyone. But yo, from God, let's talk about it. That type of informant. Don't get it twisted. But I'm gonna say a prayer for the real informants though, because at the end of the day, you don't know why someone became an informant. You don't know how they were bamboozled. You don't know none of those things. So stop being judgmental because you can always be in that person's shoes. The real talk. If I'm telling you the guideline is true, that's me on off camera, baby. That's me, biblical and unbiblical. This how I've been rolling. I have a heart, baby. I have a soul.
You showing that is your fucking dress? Huh? You gonna play, huh?
You trying to be funny, but that could never be it, baby. Let's be clear. When I'm out, if I was out, let's just say if I was, it's gonna be sexy. Stop acting crazy. The hell? Whoever wants to screw me in that dress, they screw grandmas. Ooh, crucial. Crucial, okay? They screw grandmas because that's a mama dress. That's why I picked it, because I felt I want to be grown. Then I was shunned upon with that from, people. Why are you wearing that? Because the hell, I can't. I want to. I'm comfortable. Now I always felt uncomfortable after that. See how it's coming full circle? Stop worrying about what people have on because you want lust off of them, pervert. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about whoever has something to say about how people dress. Yeah, they been teasing me the way I dress and all that when I was younger, conservative. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should have let me stay that way. Okay, when we just talking about this last night? Who dressed me and all that there? Yeah, because I was a grandma and I was happy that that person did that for me, you know? But that was not working for me. That worked against me, you know? Be mindful of who you let lead you, because people will lead you right to hell. Yes. You don't have to dress like no hot girl. Try to be different. Try to be different. My mom always told us that coming up to be different, you know? Now that I'm speaking on it, you know, I have to look into that and see was it positive or negative, because my spirit picked up like it's, you know, something negative about it. You know, I don't know what that means. Don't quote me on it until I go do my research, you know, and pray on it, ask God to reveal what He was trying to reveal there. Yeah, so we had to break away from these patterns, people, everybody. Okay, I don't care what tradition you are, brothers, Japanese, this, that, and the third. That's cool and dandy, but
You want something to eat? Yeah.
I'm sure
Huh?
God is speaking to every race at this time, at this moment, that we need to break away from those outdated traditions, whatever that may be. I'm trying to see if I can give an example of what is our tradition. In my little family, itty bitty family, talking about one another, is that a tradition? That's not a good example, because that's not a tradition. It could possibly be a tradition. Oh, can you give me an example of a tradition, since you want to get in the video, Mr. 101? Lesson learned. Huh?
Tradition or what?
This tradition, like, what is the tradition in your family? Thanksgiving, you know, Sunday dinner. So y'all don't do Sunday dinners?
No. Yes, Mama, yes, we do. Mama bring food over here to me.
So what that supposed to mean?
To me, that was supposed to mean you say tradition.
How you say it? And my mama brought food to me. Yeah, so who mom didn't bring food to them?
Oh, man. See, you take things in the wrong fucking way.
Who mom didn't bring food to them?
You take things in the wrong way. Let me know what my tradition is. Like, my mom cooked food every Sunday.
No, I say they. I say they. I say they.
You gonna make me choke you up.
Listen, y'all don't have any traditions in your family? Seriously.
No.
You know what a tradition is?
I know exactly what you do. You think I'm slow?
Like the tradition in my family. I'm going to talk about the milk days. Terrible. We all used to go to my aunt's house on Christmas, you know, and I know we used to go after church. That's a tradition or whatever. You know, that's traditions, things that you do that everyone did. I don't know. That's not good. That's not good examples, because I can't go back to the generation before, you know, my sister and my mom and us, and say, oh, but they did that too. So that's not a tradition. A tradition is something that's done faithfully, you know, at the same time every year, like birthdays and all that there. Break those traditions. Keeping secrets. Oh, yeah, keeping secrets. Incest. Yeah. Let's break those traditions, because we have a little bit of it in every family, I want to say, you know.
Do you want one of them hamburgers?
Yep.
Huh?
Yeah, but let's break those mama's boys traditions. So, you know, no disrespect or whatever.
Huh?
I don't know what that means. It's spirit more than it's me.
Nicole, I guess you don't want that.
My mama bring me food. Toxic mothers. Okay. I'm going to speak on that on the next video. Y'all be cool. Follow me. Holla at your girl. Don't be no stranger. Okay? Because it's about to go up. I'm telling you, it's about to be private. And you won't get in. I'm going to kick my mentor's strategy and takes the fuck out of y'all. think I'm playing. Y'all better follow me, or not better follow me. I better start getting some followers, or I'ma feel like y'all taking me for granted. Like I'm still doing that anyway.